seems to have found its lemon moment in Yes Bank. There seems to be a great deal of expectation that State Bank of India and the Life Insurance Corporation are going to bail out Yes Bank, but the swap ratio, that the amount of or the number of shares that these institutions are going to pay Yes Bank looks to be paltry. Therefore, the shareholders of Yes Bank stand to lose a lot based on the market price at which they had originally bought these shares. So India seems to have found its own lemons moment in Yes Bank. On another note, Dow continues to fall, and expectations are that it's going to plummet much further as the coronavirus spreads among many areas of the world. Vatican seems to have found its first case today and has reported the same. You find that the state of California, the largest state in the United States, has now declared a state of emergency. So things are getting rather difficult. In an important city like Mumbai, there are now more than 9 suspected coronavirus cases. They have been sent for further investigation and have been isolated. It is likely that a couple of them may turn out to be positive, but this is sheer speculation at this point of time. Should that happen, then you will find one of the largest populated cities in the world will also be in a state of panic. In any event, I am not trying to create panic. I'm just trying to point out the situations as are prevailing as at this point of time. Rick Santelli of CNBC made an amazing observation yesterday. He said that it would be nice if all the Americans fall or contract the coronavirus at the same time. So he's talking of over 115,000 Americans contracting coronavirus and dying all at the same time. He says that that would prevent the incidence of a slow death or of the slow reports of coronavirus every day, killing the world's economy and therefore the capital markets of the world. What he's trying to say is that every day you wake up in the morning and you see new cases of coronavirus, and this leads to the world economy getting a knock every day. Instead, it would be nice if you get up one day and all the Americans have had some type of contraction with the coronavirus. And since you assume that a fatality rate is something like 1.5%, you find that 1,15,000 Americans have died all in one day. I don't know what is Rick Santelli talking about. In any event, the world stock markets continue to be on a downward spiral. India's tour of New Zealand, for those people who are interested in cricket, has turned out to be disastrous. The major batsmen were not able to play on fast pitches, and you can imagine that the only difference between playing well and not playing was that you were reacting just a second late in reaching the ball. So how much of a difference 1 second can make in cricket as well as in the world of investing was something which was apparent in the New Zealand tour, particularly in the test in Christchurch, the second test, where India lost to New Zealand by a good sum of runs. Coming back to the coronavirus, many countries in the world are making tremendous effort to fight this head on. However, I believe that in fact now you will find this virus spread in a vast scale. Even other frontiers of the world may contract it, because those people who are presumably affected have now gone to many other parts of the world. Extremely difficult situation to travel. Facebook has asked its employees, or rather encouraging now, that please sit and work from home. How long can this continue is something which is a question mark. Gold continues to thrive in an era of rising coronavirus cases and uncertainty in the world. But the question is that now new scamsters have come in the field of gold. Those people who do not have the correct quality of gold are now selling gold coins as if it is 24 karat gold. Not only that, they are selling certain coins, old coins, and representing them as rare in collection and they are selling them even if they are not even worth the price of a 22 karat gold. So these are being misrepresented as rare coins, and scamsters have developed all over the world now. They are selling gold coins. People who are not at all in the business, who have nothing to do with gold ever. This always happens whenever the precious metals go up, and that happens in an era of rising gold prices. So precious metals rise has also got its own disadvantages. It is definitely a mixed blessing. Dow Jones is expected to open lower today and is continued to remain low for the rest of the session today. It's an unfortunate situation where things for some time during this week did appear to be getting under control, but eventually as the week went on, you found that the Dow was unable to sustain its high levels and fell back again. Many people think that this is a good time to build a long-term portfolio. I really do not think so. There is not even an inkling of having found the coronavirus vaccine at this point of time. There is no breakthrough that any pharma company has made which the FTA is even close to approval at this point of time. This is not the time to waste your money, and I think it is extremely silly of the part of mutual funds to even talk of the systematic investment plan. Whether you call it a rupee cost averaging or a dollar cost averaging, this is really not the time. I mean, these are just people who are trying to market their products, sell them in desperate times when the assets under management, or the AUMs that the mutual fund industry likes to call it, are falling. Investing in systematic investment plans, or SIPs as they are popularly called, is hazardous and is complete blunder at this point of time. Yes Bank, as I just explained, is turning out to be a lemon's moment for India. A situation where the Indian government has to impose a moratorium on withdrawals on the fourth largest private sector bank speaks rather ill of the banking sector in India. The net non-performing assets, NPAs as are popularly called, are on the increase in India, and the banking sector, as the economy weakens even further, is under tremendous stress. As the stress increases, you will find more NPAs coming out, banking sector falling under more stress at this point of time. So the Yes Bank issue is something which wakes up people to the probability of banks going bust. Just a few months back, we had the Punjab Maharashtra Bank going bust, and now you're finding something which is a much larger bank. But do not forget that there are counter guarantees, that there are third party guarantees, and therefore this problem can only spread. And I would not be surprised that what has happened in the case of Yes Bank in India will now spread into other parts of the world. As the world economy slows down, you may see bankruptcies happen in many other places. So please take all these things into consideration before you place your investment bets. And do realize that there is more negativity on the horizon than positivity. And Dow is all set to fall strongly today, and the European markets also will be falling in tandem. Happy investing. Take care. Bye bye.